Behind the rock star bluster and face paint, Gene Simmons was one of the most infamous playboys in music. However, one woman, Shannon Tweed, altered everything after decades of avoiding commitment. Their narrative of love has endured because it was intense, complex, and characterized by steadfast devotion. After years of denial, Simmons finally acknowledged what fans had long suspected. Shannon Tweed was his one true love. But what circumstances led to this sincere admission? Furthermore, how did Tweed overcome a man who had previously said he would never settle down? Stay tuned as we reveal the startling facts behind their fabled romance and the moment Simmons ultimately accepted genuine love. Early life of Gene. Gene Simmons was born Chaim Witz in Haifa, Israel, and emigrated to the United States at an early age. His modest upbringing influenced his unwavering ambition for achievement. After pursuing his love of music and taking on the name Gene Simmons while growing up in New York, he eventually co-founded Kiss in the early 1970s. Simmons became a rock star because of his tall platform boots and demonic stage image. On the other hand, his personal life was similarly dramatic, characterized by a reputation as a womanizer and several partnerships. Simmons always looked for stability despite his crazy lifestyle, and he found it in Shannon Tweed. His life changed when he met Tweed in the 1980s because she was the one woman who could control the rock star. Shannon Tweed's beginnings. Born in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada, Shannon Tweed became well known for acting and model work. She rose to fame in the 1980s after winning Playboy's Playmate of the Year in 1982. Tweed, frequently stereotyped as the glitzy femme fatale, starred in several movies and television series. Despite her popularity, her relationship with Gene Simmons often eclipsed her profession. Despite this, Tweed established her identity by balancing her work and responsibilities as a partner and mother. Kiss fans and Hollywood alike adored her for her grace and tenacity under duress. Tweed's transformation from a young woman in a tiny village to a worldwide celebrity is evidence of her skill and tenacity. How they met. Shannon Tweed's appearance on the cover of Playboy in 1983 marked the beginning of Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed's romance. Known for his passion for attractive women, Simmons immediately fell in love. They initially met at a party at the Playboy mansion where Tweed's wit and Simmons' charisma immediately clicked. Tweed saw a different side of Simmons, a man who was intensely emotional and fiercely loyal despite his image as a womanizer. Although their love wasn't without difficulties, it gradually bloomed. Although Tweed's budding career and Simmons' rock star lifestyle frequently forced them apart, their relationship remained solid. When they first met, a love tale that would withstand the test of time and defy expectations began. The Playboy Connection. Her affiliation with Playboy significantly influenced Shannon Tweed's relationship with Gene Simmons. Tweed was a regular at the Playboy mansion where she first met Simmons and was named Playmate of the Year. Their early romance took place in the home, which serves as a gathering place for models and celebrities. A regular visitor, Simmons was captivated by Tweed's intelligence and beauty. However, there was some controversy surrounding their relationship. Their relationship was frequently strained by Simmons' outspoken appreciation of the Playboy way of life. Tweed, however, continued to be a consistent presence in Simmons' life, demonstrating that their bond extended beyond the glitz and glamour of the Playboy world. Gene's Playboy reputation. It's commonly known that Gene Simmons is a womanizer. Simmons was the quintessential rock star playboy, claiming to have had over 4,800 sexual partners. His relationships with many women, including models and celebrities, frequently made news. Shannon Tweed, though, was unique. Simmons acknowledged that Tweed was his one true love, despite his wild lifestyle. The relationship was paradoxical. His commitment to Tweed clashed dramatically with his public image as a womanizer. Fans were curious about how Tweed kept the rock star's heart despite his numerous affairs, which added intrigue to their love tale. Shannon's acting career. Throughout her 3-decade acting career, Shannon Tweed starred in movies such as Nine Eyes and Cannibal Woman in the Avocado Jungle of Death. Despite frequently playing the attractive lead, Tweed's roles demonstrated her range as a performer. Despite her popularity, her relationship with Gene Simmons often eclipsed her profession. Despite this, Tweed still works in the field, juggling her career with her responsibilities as a partner and mother. She was respected in Hollywood for her perseverance and commitment to her job, demonstrating that she was more than simply the rock star's lover. Their on-again, off-again romance. The connection between Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed wasn't easy. Breakups and reconciliations characterized their intermittent romance, which was frequently stoked by Tweed's annoyance and Simmons' adultery. Despite the difficulties, they maintained a close relationship and acknowledged that they couldn't be apart for too long. As they negotiated the highs and lows of celebrity, adultery, and personal hardships, their partnership served as a tribute to their unwavering love. The strength of their bond is demonstrated by their capacity to overcome challenges and remain together. Gene's infidelity struggles. The relationship between Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed was tense due to Simmons' adultery. Simmons found it difficult to stay faithful to Tweed, and he frequently had affairs with other women. But Tweed supported him, putting their family and love first. Tweed often forgave Simmons for his wrongdoings, and their relationship was a whirlpool of emotions. Their relationship remained solid despite the difficulties. They resolved their differences and emerged stronger. Shannon's forgiveness. Shannon Tweed's bravery and love are demonstrated by her capacity to forgive Gene Simmons for his adultery. Tweed decided to put their family and their passion first, despite the suffering and heartache Simmons' indiscretions had inflicted. They could move on and mend their relationship because of her forgiveness, demonstrating that their love was more potent than any barrier. Kiss fans and Hollywood adored Tweed for her grace and tenacity under duress. Their children, Nick and Sophie. Nick and Sophie are the proud offspring of Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed. Both kids have chosen to work in the entertainment sector, much like their parents did. Sophie has established herself as a model and television personality, while Nick, a musician, has forged his identity. Because of their family's affection and support, Nick and Sophie have maintained their groundedness despite their parents' notoriety. Despite raising their kids in the public eye, Simmons and Tweed's close-knit closeness shows how strong their relationship is. Family life in the spotlight. It's not easy to raise a family amid the spotlight of Hollywood, but Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed managed to pull it off. Despite Tweed's entertainment career and Simmons' rock star persona, they valued providing their kids, Nick and Sophie, with a regular life. Thanks to their parents' efforts, Nick and Sophie experienced a more realistic upbringing than many celebrity children who grow up in the shadows of their famous parents. They remained well-rounded thanks to family dinners, shared customs, and a focus on education. Despite being stern about his children's discipline and beliefs, Simmons, frequently seen as more significant than life, had a soft place for them. Meanwhile, Tweed ensured their house was a haven from the mayhem of Hollywood. Despite the imperfections in their family dynamic, their dedication to one another and their kids was evident. Their close relationship was their most outstanding achievement, despite their celebrity and wealth. Gene's reality TV stint. Gene Simmons' Family Jewels offered a unique glimpse into the private lives of one of rock's most infamous personalities. Making it more than just another celebrity reality show, the show, which ran from 2006 to 2012, offered a glimpse into Simmons' private life and showed that despite his image as a rock and roll bad boy, he was a devoted husband and father. From routine activities to significant occasions, the show chronicled the family's daily lives, combining drama, humor, and touching moments. It wasn't all picture perfect, though. The tension between Simmons and Tweed is also depicted in the episode, especially in his reluctance to commit to marriage and his previous infidelity. While some critics commended its unadulterated sincerity, others referred to it as contrived. In any case, spectators considered it a guilty pleasure, and Simmons, typically known for managing his image, was exposed to greater levels than before. Whether you like it or not, the show solidified his family's position as reality TV royalty. Shannon's role in the show. Shannon Tweed frequently stole the stage. Although Gene Simmons' Family Jewels was centered around the rock star lead's extravagant attitude, Tweed displayed a distinct aspect of celebrity life as the family's emotional center and voice of reason, characterized by forbearance, tenacity, and an unshakable commitment to her kids. In contrast to other reality TV wives who emphasized drama, Tweed's humor and strength characterized her on-screen persona. She didn't hesitate to confront Simmons about his prior transgressions or his reluctance to be married. In addition to being Gene Simmons' long-standing girlfriend, viewers identified her as a woman who juggled parenthood, professional goals, and the challenges of being in a well-known relationship. She was relatable because of her honesty, and her poised handling of celebrity cemented her as more than just a rock star's partner. She was a force to be reckoned with. The proposal that never was. Despite being in a relationship with Shannon Tweed for decades, Gene Simmons was well known for his refusal to get married. Simmons disagreed with those who saw his hesitation as indicating commitment problems. He frequently mentioned his mistrust of the institution of marriage, which was influenced by his early life and his conviction that love didn't need legal approval. But one of the main points of difficulty in his relationship was his hesitation to pop the question. Despite his strong independence, Tweed had long aspired to that formal commitment. Their disagreements sparked contentious debates, many broadcast on Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. Supporters took sides. Some thought Simmons' candor was admirable, while others thought Tweed earned the dedication after supporting him for so long. Their relationship lasted, demonstrating that love doesn't always require a ring to be genuine for almost 30 years, until it did. Finally, tying the knot. Gene Simmons finally did what fans and Shannon Tweed had been waiting for. He got down on one knee after 28 years of dating. Since the rock icon had consistently vowed not to get married, many were caught off guard by the heartfelt proposal shown on the Gene Simmons' Family Jewels finale. With tears in his eyes, Simmons finally acknowledged what Tweed and his fans already knew. He couldn't envision his life without her. Their children, Nick and Sophie, played essential parts in the couple's October 2011 star-studded wedding ceremony at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Their sincere vows, which demonstrated that love can change and become stronger over time, resulted from almost 30 years of ups and downs. For their followers who had followed their journey, the wedding was more than simply a celebration for them. Ultimately, he demonstrated that even rock stars can alter their minds, despite Simmons' long-standing opposition. Their lavish wedding. The wedding of Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed was a veritable Hollywood dream come true. Kiss bandmates, family, and close friends were among the A-list attendees at the 2011 ceremony, which took place at the luxurious Beverly Hills Hotel. Simmons traded his typical rock star style for a traditional groom's outfit, while Tweed shone in a custom ivory Priscilla of Boston gown. Simmons gave up his rock and roll persona for a sincere vow exchange during the emotional wedding, demonstrating that even the most infamous bachelors can fall in love. The occasion was indeed a family affair because of the crucial roles that their kids, Nick and Sophie, played. The spectacular ceremony included a multi-tiered wedding cake, sumptuous food, and even performances honoring Simmons' illustrious musical career. The wedding was more than simply a formality after almost 30 years of marriage. It was a celebration of unwavering love, dedication, and family. Life after marriage. Marriage is the start of a journey for most couples, but for Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed, who had been together for 28 years, it was more of a victory. Fans questioned whether the marriage would alter their chemistry, but the couple demonstrated that their love remained unwavering. Their marriage strengthened their relationship, and Simmons openly admitted that he had finally found contentment in marriage. They valued family time, vacations, and supporting one another's careers rather than allowing celebrity to control their relationship. While Simmons broadened his economic empire by venturing into endeavors including books, reality TV, and restaurant franchises, Tweed persisted in her career as an actress and model. Despite their Hollywood lifestyle, they maintained a strong sense of normalcy, frequently highlighting humor, love, and trust as the foundations of their happy marriage. Their post-wedding years became a monument to enduring love in the entertainment business, whether they were seen walking the red carpet or spending peaceful times at home. Gene's health scare. Gene Simmons had to reconsider his rock star lifestyle after experiencing a terrifying health crisis in 2014. During a routine checkup, a blood clot in his leg was discovered. This illness is called deep vein thrombosis, and it can be fatal. The diagnosis was a brutal reality check for a man who'd spent decades pushing the boundaries of stage performances. Physicians cautioned that a pulmonary embolism and other serious problems could have resulted from the clot if treatment had not been received. Simmons thought about his mortality and the significance of putting his health first as a result of the experience. It was a turning point in his life that made him take a break from his demanding job schedule and embrace better habits. In addition to increasing Simmons' appreciation for life, the health concern strengthened his relationship with Shannon Tweed, who he depended on during his recuperation. The rock icon's admirers witnessed a new side of him that embraced self-care, thankfulness, and vulnerability. Shannon's support during crisis. Shannon Tweed demonstrated that her love was more than words throughout Gene Simmons' health crisis. Steadfast dedication was shown. Tweed became Simmons' rock while he dealt with a potential fatal blood clot, making sure he complied with medical recommendations and changed his lifestyle as needed. She was a former actress and model known for her independence, but she put his health first. She urged him to take it slow, relax, and prioritize his family over his ceaseless business endeavors. Simmons' typical larger-than-life character contrasted sharply with Tweed's compassionate demeanor, demonstrating to the public that even the most fearsome rock stars require a caring hand to grasp during trying times. They became closer due to the crisis, which confirmed that their relationship was based on genuine cooperation and support rather than just flash and glamour. Her unwavering patience and care reminded her admirers that true love is about supporting one another through difficult times rather than merely lavish displays of affection. Their enduring love story. The relationship between Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed is evidence that love can flourish despite the unpredictability of the rock and roll industry. Their path has been full of highs and lows, from their early days of intense romance to their eagerly anticipated wedding. Simmons, a self-described ladies' man and lifelong bachelor, found a partner in Tweed who accepted his extravagant attitude while keeping him grounded. Tweed remained his anchor despite their public arguments, which included Simmons' early opposition to marriage and previous transgressions. They endured personal hardships, controversies, and celebrity demands, but always emerged stronger. The relationship defied expectations and is a story of passion, tenacity, and dedication. With decades behind them and a lifetime ahead of them, their unwavering friendship inspires fans. Their steadfast love serves as a reminder that although partnerships aren't always ideal, they may endure a lifetime if they're characterized by commitment, trust, and a little rock and roll. Gene's musical legacy. The impact that Gene Simmons has had on rock music is legendary. As the bassist, face-painted monster, and co-founder of Kiss, he contributed to developing a rock and roll era that continues to impact today. Simmons made Kiss one of the most successful bands of all time with their thrilling stage presence, blood-spitting antics, and fire-breathing shows. The band's influence on music is indisputable, with more than 100 million records sold globally. Beyond the stage, Simmons built the band's reputation through licensing agreements and merchandise, turning Kiss into a worldwide powerhouse. His astute business sense ensured that the Kiss name endured for several generations, impacting many performers and musicians. Simmons continues to tour, demonstrating that his love for music is still as strong as ever, even after decades in the business. His reputation as a rock pioneer is well established in music history, thanks to his admission into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and his hordes of loyal admirers. Shannon's influence on Gene. Every great man has a wonderful woman behind him, and for Gene Simmons, Shannon Tweed was more than simply a companion. She changed his life. Simmons, well known for his rock star excesses before Tweed, boasted with pride that he had no desire to settle down. But over time, her presence altered his perspective on family and love. She pushed him, confronted him, and eventually assisted him in being a more responsible and devoted partner. Tweed gave stability, warmth, and a strong moral compass to their relationship, which was more than just a romantic one. She set limits and showed that love demanded respect for one another, even when their relationship was complicated. Simmons acknowledged that Tweed showed him the genuine definition of loyalty and unconditional love over the years. She shaped the rock legend's more sensitive, reflective side, which fans hardly ever saw, and her effect went beyond their private lives. Their philanthropic efforts. Although Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed lead opulent lives, they've also made charitable contributions with their wealth. The couple's been involved in several philanthropic endeavors, from funding children's hospitals to helping armed forces veterans. As an immigrant who started his career from scratch, Simmons has always wanted to support poor areas and frequently contributes to scholarship funds and educational initiatives. As an animal enthusiast, Tweed has supported animal shelters and wildlife protection. They've contributed to the Starkey Hearing Foundation, Mending Kids International, and the USO. Simmons has even gone abroad to entertain and interact with soldiers to encourage them. Unlike many celebrities who make silent donations, they've urged followers to donate using their platform. Their charitable endeavors demonstrate that even rock stars have a passion for giving back and serve as a reminder that success is about changing the world rather than just amassing cash. Gene's business ventures. In addition to being a rock star, Gene Simmons is a branding guru. His commercial empire goes far beyond Kiss. It includes a chain of restaurants called Rock and Brews and a whole line of items using the band's recognizable emblem. He even experimented with publishing, comic books, and real estate, demonstrating the limitlessness of his entrepreneurial drive. His attempt to trademark the Rock On hand signal, which generated controversy worldwide, was one of his most noteworthy endeavors. Despite his reputation as a clever businessman, Simmons attributes his ability to stay grounded to his family, particularly Shannon Tweed. He stated that all the money in the world would be useless without their love and support. He's among the wealthiest rock performers alive thanks to his ability to combine rock and roll with astute business acumen, encouraging future generations of musicians to think beyond the stage and into the boardroom. Shannon's return to acting. Shannon Tweed triumphantly returned to acting after taking a break from Hollywood to raise her kids and support Gene's profession, demonstrating that passion and skill never disappear. Well known for her parts in dramatic TV series and action-packed thrillers, she returned with new prospects and outlook. Her return delighted fans, particularly when she voiced animated characters and appeared in popular series as a guest. Her ability to select characters aligned with her life journey, playing strong, independent women who take control of their lives, made her comeback all the more thrilling. Tweed has been open about the difficulties of juggling a Hollywood profession and a family life, but she maintains that the time apart only strengthened her. Her return motivates women worldwide, demonstrating that it's never too late to pursue your goals, no matter where life leads you. Their public appearances. The red carpet is an art that Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed have perfected. They consistently steal the show, whether it's at a charity dinner, the Grammys, or a Kiss concert. Their chemistry, which combines Simmons' extravagant rock star attitude with Tweed's grace and elegance, is adored by fans. They use their public appearances to promote causes that are important to them in addition to providing glamour. They've used their celebrity for good, whether supporting animal welfare, children's organizations, or veterans. Their televised wedding, when they gave fans a close-up look at their love journey, was one of their most memorable appearances. They can maintain an intriguing romance even after being in the spotlight for decades. Fans love seeing them together, even in informal situations like a quiet dinner in Beverly Hills or a Lakers game. Their presence reminds everyone that love and dedication can still be seen through the flashing cameras even after years of celebrity. Gene's memoir and revelations. Kiss and Make Up, Gene Simmons' biography, is bold, unvarnished, and chock full of incredible tales, exactly what fans were hoping for. He reveals in the book how he became one of rock's most significant symbols after starting as an immigrant child in New York. However, Simmons details his hardships, especially in his relationship with Shannon Tweed, in addition to his celebrity and wealth. He talks candidly about his past transgressions, his hesitancy to get married, and how Tweed eventually altered his views on commitment and love. He also discusses his thoughts on the constantly changing music industry, his experiences with great musicians, and behind-the-scenes photos from Kiss's most outrageous tours. The memoir became a blockbuster because of his willingness to be brutally honest, even about his shortcomings. Fans witnessed a more vulnerable side of the man behind the makeup, in addition to learning more about his extravagant image. Their legacy in pop culture. A pop culture phenomenon, Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed are more than simply a rock star couple. Their influence extends beyond the stage and the big screen, as seen by their reality TV program, Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, and their contributions to fashion, music, and entertainment. Tweed's Hollywood glitz and Simmons' trademark Kiss makeup have made them instantly recognizable to people of all ages. Their romance has even been mentioned in pop culture discussions about rock and roll couples, films, and television programs. While Tweed has sparked conversations about the place of women in the industry, Simmons has appeared on many talk shows as a guest, sharing his audacious views on everything from politics to music. Their legacy will endure long after they leave the limelight, whether through Kiss memorabilia, charitable endeavors, or legendary presence. One of Hollywood's most famous love tales is their continuous love, even in a society where celebrity relationships frequently terminate. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon